Before anything else continues with Attack on Titan, I want to make my thoughts clear about Eren Yeager. Eren Yeager for me is someone I want to understand more, and someone who I don't think many people probably do understand. I think Eren Yeager follows the same path as many anti-heroes that I have seen throughout books, TV, and film. It's a very similar pattern, and I tend to read these patterns fairly well. At the start of Attack on Titan, I think Eren sees himself as a hero, this classic hero, and I think he also has a very black and white mindset. He sees the Titans are evil and the humanity are the victims, and the whole thing is to fight, and he's driven by his motivation. And that's no fault of his own. That's what this reality, which has been altered, has taught him. And I think underneath all that rage, though, I think he believed he was someone special. I think fundamentally he felt he was different from everyone around him. I think he was driven off his own motivations and his own ways to succeed. And I think everybody was trying to protect him. And what I mean by that is more like the fact that he doesn't act like through a political movement or some sort of understanding. He doesn't get his thoughts through that. The way he reacts to everything is so instantly. He acts through his anger. He acts through the guilt that he's going through. So I think every time he finds out this new information or there's some new revelation, it doesn't calm him down. It just makes him more angry. And honestly, I do really feel sad for Eren Yeager. It makes me sad watching him, because underneath all that anger and that shouting and that bravado that he goes through and the violence, he is just a child. He was just a kid who genuinely believed in freedom. He believed in something which was achievable. If he just fought hard enough for it, he said to Mikasa so many times, fight. But every season just keeps forcing him to confront more information and to understand what people before him has done to lead him to this point, which scares me, because I don't think necessarily Eren wanted that. The way I see him, I think his dad did a lot of this to him. And he's so confusing to me, because one moment I'm worried about where Eren could go, but at the other moment I see him punching himself. I see him breaking down, saying, "Eat me, save humanity." And then I'm like, well, Eren is still a child who wanted freedom for everybody. And that's why I think Eren Yeager is one of the most tragic characters I've ever seen. And it hurts watching him. Because, after all of these fights that he's winning and losing and whatnot, I think he's just losing the ability to be his true self in some way. And that's what makes it really upsetting for me to watch him. And it feels like he's derailing at times, and sometimes I'm like, oh, that's the real Eren Yeager. But it's tough. But that's my thoughts on Eren so far.